Welcome to Lost Trophies, the new series where we'll look back on old races in Formula E and have a look at the moments that lost drivers what could have been significant victories in their careers. Today, we'll have a look at what could have been Nick Cassidy's first trophy, the first of the 2021 New York City Prix. Nick Cassidy's rookie campaign in Formula E was not going quite to plan. The Super Formula and Super GT champion had signed for Envision Racing at the beginning of Season 7, replacing Sam Bird. Expectations were high, and Cassidy wasn't quite living up to them. The first 4 races of the year, he had failed to score a single point, and after scoring a pole position in Rome, he threw away what could have been a potential win after spinning in the first corner. From there, he'd managed to score some points and even a P2 finish at Puebla, but his inconsistency meant that heading into round 10 in New York, he was 14th in the driver's standings. Meanwhile, teammate Robin Frijns was comfortably sitting second. After setting some unimpressive times in free practice, Cassidy was sorted into Group 3 for qualifying. He was able to advance into Superpole with a 4th place lap time. After heading out 3rd, Cassidy set a 1:09 9.338, jumping to the top of the table. He would stay there as the other drivers completed their runs, earning Nick Cassidy his 2nd career pole position. Lining up on the right side of the grid, he'd be on the outside heading into Turn 1. To counter this, Cassidy lined up his car to point aggressively toward the inside. This allowed him to get a clean getaway and clear Jean-Eric Vergne into Turn 1. From there, he pulled away, breaking out to a 3-second lead at one point. Jean-Eric Vergne would take a tack mode on lap 7, leading Cassidy to follow up the next lap. Because of the gap he had built, he was able to retain the lead heading out of the hairpin. He kept this lead through the second attack mode period, when a full course yellow brought the leaders together. In trying to pull away, Cassidy found himself at a 2% energy deficit to Jean-Eric Vergne behind. In addition, Vergne had fan boost, making defending from the Cheetah an even harder task. Despite this, the clock ticked down and Cassidy was just able to keep Vergne at bay while feverishly saving energy. With just under 8 minutes to go, however, Vergne had had enough and decided to make his move.
Vergne starting to feel like it's time to get the hammer down now a little as the top 4 come up towards the Manhattan hairpin at turn 10, and there goes Vergne. Vergne on the attack for the lead. They bang wheels, and Gunter says thank you very much. And Max Gunter hits the front in New York City. Cassidy's involved. Degrassi trying to get up the inside of Cassidy, who's gone from the lead down to 4th place.
Heading into the turn 10 hairpin, Vergne sent it to the inside, outbraking Cassidy's Envision version and getting alongside him. In the process, however, Vergne blocked up and slammed into the side of Cassidy, forcing both drivers offline into the corner and allowing 3rd place Maximilian Gunter to slip past both into the lead. From there, it was all over for Cassidy. His energy deficit meant that he couldn't attack the cars in front of him, and he fell off the podium. As the checkered flag flew for Maxi Gunter, Cassidy rolled across the line in P4. Not a bad race from a points aspect, but certainly one he could have finished on the top step of the podium. The next day, he'd qualify 3rd, but wouldn't be able to challenge the Jaguar of Sam Bird for the win. He'd have to wait an entire year for the series to come back to Brooklyn to get his redemption, and well, he certainly did that day. However, I'm sure his loss at this race, the 2021 New York City Prix, still irks him. He had the chance to become one of only a handful of drivers in Formula E to win a race in their rookie season. Plus, the extra 13 points that he would have gotten from winning the race would have vaulted him from 15th in the eventual standings all the way to 5th, tying his teammate Robin Frijns and winning the tiebreaker due to his win. That's just how close the 2021 season was. Nonetheless, the Season 7 New York City Prix was what seemed like a guaranteed trophy that Nick Cassidy certainly lost.